10 Cloverfield Lane is a mystery sci-fi film about a girl who wakes up in an underground bunker after a man had supposedly saved her from a chemical attack. The trailer was released in early January, and I personally found it to be interestingly clever, due to its progression from the norm to the unordinary. The trailer starts off peacefully with an upbeat rock song playing and showing three happy characters playing a board game in a dimly lit room. For our unaware audience, they may believe that this is a family, maybe a father with his two children. They are then shown completing the puzzle. However, through jump cuts, it is evident that they are shown doing it separately, making the audience wonder if they are as close as they thought. Along with this, as the young man is completing the puzzle, it is now clear that he has broken his arm, making the audience wonder why. The young man is portrayed as frustrated by the way he is trying to force the puzzle pieces together, causing a little bit of tension from the shot. However, the audience remain confused by the bright lighting, cheerful music, and the Home Sweet Home pillowcase seen in the corner of the sofa, creating a contrast between the young man and the atmosphere he is in. The three characters continue to be shown doing conventional family activities, such as watching TV, making sandwiches, and listening to music. However, as Johnny Goodman's character is choosing a song, he is dancing. It is clear that his character is happy. However, the other two characters are portrayed as unimpressed, and the girl, who has her arms crossed, has body language that portrays her as uncomfortable. This may be because they are embarrassed by the father, which is a stereotypical feeling of people of their parents, or might have a more sinister tone, suggesting that they don't want to be there as much as Goodman does. The camera returns to the puzzle, showing a high-angle shot, making the audience see that it is almost completed and emphasizing the amount of time gone by, as it is a 550-piece puzzle. The room suddenly starts shaking, making the lights flicker, and there are close-ups of different objects shaking vigorously. The camera then tilts up to the ceiling, making it evident to the audience that they are underground. This gives the audience a whole new perspective of the movie, as it is not as ordinary as they believed, and they now wonder why they are underground and what is causing the room to shake. The music gradually begins to slow down, causing suspense. The girl who is in focus has a worried expression as she turns around to see Goodman's character, making the focus go on him, who the audience depict as sinister, creating tension and suggesting him to be the antagonist. There is a close-up of a gun, assumingly in Goodman's pocket, portraying him as violent, and then handcuffs locked on a pipe in a low-key lighting shot, being pulled, suggesting someone is trapped and trying to get away, causing tension. A vent is shown being opened, connoting the three characters in a high angle, portraying them as all to be weak. This makes the audience question Goodman's character, as he may not be as powerful as we thought. The scene cuts to the girl crawling through a dark vent using only a torch to see, suggesting that she and Goodman may be allies. However, the audience's opinion of this quickly changes when there is a close-up of Goodman's hands before he slams them on the table. This is the turning point of the trailer, and it causes the music to slow down even more and even changes the key, making it sound more sinister than cheerful and suggesting that this is not a happy film at all. There is then a high angle of a girl in a bed, holding up her phone above her, suggesting that she is trying to get a signal. This represents her as worried and attempting to reach out for help by phone, but the high angle suggests that she can't and is therefore weak. There are then two very quick cuts of a fire starting and a sharpening of a stick, suggesting danger. There is then a long shot of all three characters in a dark room, as Goodman is putting on a pair of rubber gloves. The two characters are in light and Goodman is partly in darkness, causing the audience to believe that he is the dangerous one who is in control. There is a barrel placed in between them, and the audience can see a yellow triangle, which is a signifier of something dangerous, causing tension and suspense. Along with this, there is an unnerving, high-pitched noise growing louder and louder throughout, making the audience feel scared and tense. there is a rule of third shot where Goodman's face is and part of chest is placed on the right-hand side of the shot. The audience cannot see the background as it is pitch black, making Goodman's character stand out clearly in front of it. He is portrayed as slightly deprived, with an unshaven beard and a dangerous facial expression. The girl is shown as scared, looking up at Goodman before her eyes quickly dart to the other man's. In this moment, she is represented as a stereotypical girl looking for a man to help her. The man is then shown looking at Goodman challengingly, but the audience can see the top of his sling, reminding them that he is still too weak to defend himself. This scene cuts to a dark tunnel, shown at a low angle, with a staircase leading up to the door, with a window of light shining through. The girl is shown as walking up to the stairs, symbolizing that freedom is near and she is in control of the scene, giving the audience a sense of hope. However, she is then shown at the bottom of the stairs in a high angle, making the journey to freedom look harder than expected, along with a sinister, slow soundtrack playing in the background. The scene changes to a girl grabbing a beer bottle and smashing it against Goodman's character's neck, making him fall back and hit his head against the wall. The music vanishes, creating a strong sense of tension for the audience, along with a quick progression of shots showing the girl running to the staircase leading up to the door. There is still a soundtrack, but it is muffled, reflecting on how the audience are unclear on whether she will escape or not. Goodman's character chases her up the stairs, but she manages to get away. The muffled music is broken by the slamming of a door. J.J. Abrams' name shows up in black on a black screen, a man who is associated with sci-fi films like Star Wars and the first Cloverfield movie, making the audience suspect that there is a supernatural aspect of the movie. The first piece of dialogue is heard when Goodman shouts "no" repeatedly. As the audience has seen that he is dangerous, they believe that this is because he doesn't want her to escape. However, with J.J. Abrams' name showing up just before, they may be slightly worried that something bad is waiting for her outside. The girl is heavily breathing as she struggles with the keys to open the door, as Goodman shouts, "Don't open that door," creating tension. The girl stops and looks outside before there is an extreme close-up on her face, putting a hand up over her mouth. This ends the trailer on a cliffhanger, as 10 Cloverfield Lane appears in a black background and ends dramatically, and made the audience want to watch it as they are still left questioning with what she saw. Overall, the trailer takes the audience through a journey. The start makes the audience feel relaxed and happy due to the atmosphere of the film. However, as it progresses, their vision is warped due to the change in perspective and not knowing who to trust, and the situation of the movie as a whole. The trailer follows a conventional, traditional one, with there being a turning point, a cliffhanger, and an upbuild of suspense and excitement. Yet it is still unconventional, as the audience are left with knowing little about the characters as they did in the beginning. This can link to the trailer's theme of mystery and withholding information from the audience, so they'd have the effect of not knowing who to trust. Other themes in the trailer are the ones of loneliness and fear, portrayed by there only being 3 characters shown in one atmosphere, along with the diegetic sounds being only the ones that connote fear, such as the shaking house or Goodman characters yelling. I believe that this trailer is successful by it being dramatic enough to make me want to watch it, but withholding enough information so I am still unaware of the direction of the film and its ending.